Can I do a medium iced vanilla? How many shots of espresso does the medium have?
So like a latte comes with this.
Thank you.
There are 2 straws for you, and just put that drink with just
No problem, thank you. It smells like feet in here. Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if this is your first time watching. I hope it's not your first time watching. Please go watch another video if it is. I don't know what I'm thinking. I shouldn't do. I know what this video is gonna do, but I can't help but be curious what you guys assume, and then also it's just fun. I asked you guys on Instagram to tell me your assumptions about me. This is what you had to say. Elsa's house is your house. This is such a good one. We're gonna start off subtly. If you guys have been watching my Instagram story, I shared that Preston has been taking Aura, or driving by, I should say, this house that's being built that has like the tarp over the top, you know? And she's convinced it's Elsa's house. This is not our house. I really wish it was our house that we were building. It's gonna be beautiful. I can just tell by how big it is. But unfortunately, it's not ours. Brave AF, TBH. I agree. You miss being vegetarian / pescatarian. I do sometimes think about going back. I felt lighter. I felt less sleepy. I really overall liked being pescatarian. However, I'm just at a point in my life where I could do that right now and do it in a healthy way. You're much more frugal with your money than in the past. I've seen a lot of money ones in here. My camera's probably gonna overheat if I like keep it there. I'd turn on the AC, but then it would be super loud. I definitely am much more frugal with my money. I feel like when I first started making any decent amount of money, more than just a nanny income, I was 18 years old. I didn't even know what to do with money. So I basically spent whatever I made up until a couple of years ago. I will say, being with an accountant has definitely helped me figure out how to do that more. And then I've also just like recently discovered how satisfying it can be to not spend $15 on something when you can spend like $2 on something. That people associate you with the breakup and not who you are today. Yes and no. Real life is very different than the internet, and I think a lot of people forget that. Even at times I have. Guilty. But in real life, my life has very much moved on since my breakup that was like 2 years ago. Online, however, it is frustrating sometimes that a lot of people still, like, that's all that comes to mind. Going through that online, it was so much of that was like embarrassing, not something I should have shared, yada, yada, yada. I could go on. You guys know the point. So when that's what people online remember you for or know you for, it is very unfortunate. But again, because real life isn't that way, it makes it easy to not be so frustrated by that. You're a pillow princess. This is a good one. I'm definitely not. I mean, there's like 1 in like 5 times that I can be, but I'm too much of a control freak for that. You've always wanted to be a mom. Definitely true. That's always felt like my biggest purpose in life. It still is. It brings me the most joy and fulfillment. I don't know who I would be without my children. And even when they're at their dad, it takes about 1 day for me to lose myself. I'm laughing, but secretly crying. I assumed you didn't go to church. Very cool. I posted yesterday that Levi made something at church, and a lot of people were like, oh my gosh, you go to church. This is so cool. So I wanted to clarify, I do not go to church. I personally, I don't really know my beliefs. I don't really have many beliefs, but I don't make those choices for my kids, and a lot of their friends are in church. So Levi bi-weekly goes to this like after school boys program, and Alea, when she's 8, will also do that if she wants to do that. Preston and I actually have been considering joining like a non-denominational church. You are one of the nicest people alive. You know, I appreciate you for this, but I'm not gonna lie, that's definitely not true. I have very, very strong opinions. I have strange opinions. I have strange ways of expressing my opinions. So therefore, no. But I'm also, I will say, I don't think I'm as mean as people think I am. Like, I don't consider myself mean. You are always very busy and on the go. Very true. I thrive that way. You drink at least 5 cups of coffee a day minimum. Definitely untrue. I have at least 1 coffee a day, and then occasionally I have 2. I used to think that you were bougie, but now I don't. This is a compliment too. I don't know why, but a lot of people, I've heard this before, assume this about me. I am not really that bougie. I feel like the only time that I'm bougie is when I'm traveling. If I'm gonna spend the money to travel, I want to stay in a nice hotel. I want to do nice experiences. I like luxury travel. But other than that, yeah, I could really, I'm like not materialistic. I don't care about brand name things. Not that it matters if you do. I'm just not that way. You can't speak other language. What language was that? You can't speak any other languages. You're correct. I cannot. You'd rather have a quiet off-grid farm life. I wish I could live like this so bad, you guys, but I can't. There's just no way. I feel like I would last a day in the wild of off-grid. I grew up like very, 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 very broke, living in a small town of like 50 people, no stoplights, no fast food, 1 grocery store out of town, and we hunted all the time. I would never want to go back to that. Not to say that's off-grid, but like, I don't know, that was pretty off-grid. You care about what people think of you. I've already seen 2 of these, so I'm going to talk about this one. I would say yes and no. What a complicated answer. I'm also turning red, but I'm getting hot. I'm gonna say that but I overall do not care about what people think about me. I don't think I'd be on the internet still if it was something that I really cared about. But I will say there's certain things that really bother me if people think it about me. And that would be number one, that I'm a bad mom. I put my whole life, heart, soul, breath, anything into being a mom, and it's something that I really am hard on myself on already about. Golly, the heat's getting to my head. So it's just, I have a really hard time when people think I'm not a good mom. And listen, I don't need to be the greatest mom you know. I've really tried to self-reflect and change the bad things about myself. And so I take things and accusations like that really seriously, and then it can lead to me beating myself up. So being a bad mom, being a liar, I'm not a liar. In fact, when people even do like white lies, or if I have like friends or people in my friend group that like, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? Like dramatize their stories, like accentuate their stories. I don't know the word I'm looking for, but like go over the top with like a truthful story, but they want to make it more interesting. So they like kind of add to it. Even those kind of lies really bother me. My dad, I love you dad if you're watching this, but he would literally beat me black and blue if I lied as a child, and it scared the life out of me. So now I personally feel a ton of guilt if I even think about lying. And yeah, I don't know, if I am with somebody who even tells like a little white lie, or I like feel like they're lying even if I don't know, it like really bothers me, and I'm not gonna lie, I get like disgusted. Just why are you an adult and you lie, you know? You live a Mormon lifestyle. Definitely untrue. My camera is on fire. On fire. Oh yikes, this is brave. I love all the people saying like, why are you doing this video? What if I open my car door? Oh, that's a little better. I'd go inside, but Preston's inside with the girls, and it makes it like more complicated if I'm in there, but they like can't be with me, you know? You have road rage. Very untrue. People have road rage towards me, as they should. I'm a horrible driver. You wish you never started YouTube or social media. Very untrue also. I had to come inside because I'm just overheating out there, and so is my camera. I'm pretty sure it's gonna turn off if I sit out there any longer. Where was I? You don't have many girlfriends. Very true. I don't know. I'm like a lone wolf, and I kind of prefer it that way. I even try to teach my kids because, you know, at that age, like in elementary school, they want to have the highest number of friends as possible, which I get. It's just like that age. But I try to teach them it's about the type of friend that you have, not the amount of friends that you have. I feel like for social media, you know, like you guys have seen me have huge groups of friends, and it's a very different phase of life that I'm in. Usually when you guys have seen me surrounded by and I think a lot of you guys will relate to this, when you guys have seen me surrounded by the most amount of people, it's usually when I felt the loneliest. You're a lot happier and more comfortable in yourself now that you've found a partner that loves you right. Yes and no. Okay, yes, this is true as a whole, but also no, it's not just because of this. I have a very supporting and loving husband, but at the same time, I have put so much work into myself over the last couple years because I hated who I was. I was such a horrible version. Even when I watch old videos, I'm like, who is this human? Ew, no thank you. Which sucks because there's a lot of me out there on the internet that I have to like look back at every once in a while. It's been very uncomfortable, but it's gotten me to where now, I mean, I'm still working on a lot, but I'm comfortable and I'm a lot happier. You didn't marry Oscar or plan wedding quickly as you knew he wasn't the one. That's definitely not true. I would have never said yes if that was true. People want things to be so like vicious and vile. Preston makes you watch Harry Potter and you hate it. Not true. Literally last night I was crying over Harry Potter. We're going to Scotland next week and we're considering doing like the Harry Potter train ride thing, and I was getting emotional because I was getting excited. I also have Harry Potter tattoos. I would never get a tattoo because a guy likes something. That's kind of wild. You're the big spoon. I would say we're probably both like, we do 50-50 with that. You actually enjoy your short hair. Very true. I love my short hair. I just need to learn better hairstyles, but the maintenance of it is like 10 out of 10. You're overcompensating and trying to look happy and in love, but it's just too obviously forced. I don't know how it could be obviously forced when I don't even show my relationship online. But okay, let's be open-minded when we go into this. I try to look happy. I don't feel like I can really control, like, don't get me wrong, I can edit things out of a video, but I don't plan the way I'm gonna act or things I'm gonna say before I go to film a video. I think that is pretty obvious when you look back at like content of mine. There would be so much that I wouldn't prefer to be out there if I could have forced myself to like act differently, you know? I don't know about that one. I'll have to think about that. You are a spender and gifts are your primary love language. I love giving gifts, but I don't love receiving gifts. In fact, I usually get anxiety about receiving gifts because I feel like I need to have a certain reaction. You had a fake wedding. There's like marriage licenses online, you guys. You read the Reddits, but pretend like you don't. This is from the same girl. I have never said I've never seen hate about myself online. I have never denied that that's a thing. I don't even know how to navigate Reddit. The most I've ever seen of Reddit is when you like Google something and like one of the things that pops up for you to click on, you know, like a suggestion for the answer that you're looking up is like Reddit. I don't even click that though. And even like off of Reddit, I don't want to see hate about myself. Like the things that people have to say are horrible. Why would I purposely try to upset myself or feel sad about something? You're probably actually a good friend. Unfortunately, this isn't true. I do think the internet has made me out to be way worse of a friend than I am. But because of that, I've definitely done a lot of reflection about the person that I am as a friend. And I'm not very proud of the friend that I've been in the past. I think that I don't know, I don't value or understand friendships like normal people do, I guess. And I don't want to be that way. I want to be the kind of person that gives as much as like friends give. And I do feel like as a wife and a partner and a mom, I am that way, but because I don't prioritize friendships like normal people do, I don't do it with my friendships, you know? I think Preston brings out your adventurous side and makes you go out of your comfort zone. This is very true. You guys know I'm afraid to like walk and talk and just be on this planet, okay? And there's just something about him and like the way that he approaches my mental health and like comforts me in these like scary situations or these hard situations that encourages me, like inspires me almost to do more of it and like overcome these fears. You have breast plant illness. This girl. Will you stop drinking coffee and energy drinks when pregnant? No, I never have. Oh my gosh, my camera's gonna die. You smoke weed? No. You're spiritual? Not at all. You're always late? No, I hate being late. I am late like 1 out of 10 times. You lose your temper easily? Definitely not. I'm more of an emotional person than an angry person. And even then, I think in the last couple of years, I've lost the ability to be an emotional person. I'm laughing, but secretly crying. Oh my gosh. Okay, I see quite a few of these like camera died. The comments of you're jealous of so-and-so, just a lot of jealousy comments or like, are you jealous? And it really makes me sad how one, women just automatically go to pin women against other women. I'm not sure that society will ever grow out of that, but I feel like, I mean, back when I had my first kid, I learned that because moms are vicious. It's not a community that I thought it was. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I feel like you can find that community within the world of moms, but unfortunately it's whatever. I'm getting sidetracked. It's okay and it can be normal to feel happy for other women. How come you don't wear your engagement ring anymore? This is a really good one because today actually I decided to wear my engagement ring. So this is the ring that I wanted. I love pearls. I've always wanted a pearl ring. And when Preston and I first got like more serious, I showed him a picture of basically this ring. Then when he decided he wanted to propose, he took it to a jeweler downtown Salt Lake. I'll link her down below. She's amazing. We've had like multiple things designed by her now, but anyways, she just designed the ring from the picture. She did make the pearl a little bit bigger, but anyways, I love it. The point is it's just not the most comfortable ring. I'm not somebody who takes off my ring to do dishes, sleep, any of that. It's very simple. It's very, most importantly, comfortable. It's beautiful. And so when we got married, I just only wear this one now for like special occasions or like today when I'm like randomly seeing on my nightstand. I was like, ooh, I want to wear that. I'd assume you'd never be a crunchy mom. Definitely not. You actually got married so quick because you're pregnant. No. Have I ever been the person who has to be married before having children? I also see a lot of like, you didn't post this because of that. You don't want to share this because of this. That is not true at all. I'm not that type of person. If I want to post something, I will post it. If I want to share something, I will share it. You wish you would have waited a few more years before having kids? Definitely not. You secretly want to move to another state? No. Your favorite soda is ginger ale. I do like ginger ale, but Coke is my favorite. This is really random, but going back to because I just saw another comment that reminded me of it. Going back to me overcompensating my happiness, I feel like I share with you guys a lot that I'm not always happy and I'm on antidepressants. Like, I feel like if I was trying to portray this like fake happiness, I wouldn't go sharing that. You're shy when meeting new people. It's true, and I'm not gonna lie, I hate it. I didn't used to be that way, but like now that I'm older, my stomach starts to hurt when I'm like socializing with new people. You're not the person people portray you to be. It's hard, right? The content that I put online, the version, we're gonna call it, of myself, which I feel like is just me, that I put out there is what people group together and make their assumption based off of. Like, that's who people think I am, which isn't a bad thing. You know, me and the people in my life talk about this often. I'm not sure where so many of these assumptions come from, you know, like, and then I automatically hear people's responses like, are you kidding? Well, look at what you did, which what I did is not even what happened, but besides the point, it's just so different in real life. And so I've asked people in my life, like, do I come off differently? Because I don't understand the like switch. Like I mean, there's people who don't like me, I'm sure, in real life, you know, off of the internet, it's just a day and night difference. And so I ask, like, when I think about it, I'm like, what? I feel like I'm being myself, yet what people are interpreting is just not me. It's so different, and it's so hard. And I am a very firm believer in, if a lot of people are saying something about you, it's probably true. So I've been very hard on myself in the past because I read all these comments saying the same thing, and then even though I don't feel like it's true, I have to think to myself like, well, maybe it is, because if that many people think that, maybe it is. So I'm still trying to do the math and the trigonometry on that. But anyways, what was even the assumption? I got lost. Oh, I'm not the person people portrayed you to be. I don't feel that I am the person that the internet thinks I am. Yeah. You're funnier when you're sleepy. Definitely true. You wish you hadn't have gone as big in boob size. Very untrue. I wish I would have gone a little bit bigger when I first got them done, but now that they've settled and everything and the year has gone by, I love them. I think they're the perfect size. You're tired of reading all the hate. I think I'm tired of reading all the rumors. Like, it gets obnoxious, you know? But I also don't really allow myself to read it anymore. Like, if I'm scrolling on TikTok or something and something pops up, which, by the way, what a weird thing to like be scrolling on TikTok and then a video of you not made by you pops up. It's something that I'm like, okay, do you want to be upset? Then keep watching. And I don't want to be upset. So there's this person. I'm not gonna say their name because I don't know, I don't want to be mean, but this person comments on every single thing, stories, videos, question boxes, and says quit social media. What would you do if I quit social media? Because I feel like you spend most of your time commenting on my stuff to quit. I'm a silver girl. No, I prefer gold. I do think silver is beautiful, but I prefer gold. You would work as a sex worker or do OnlyFans. I totally would do OnlyFans. It's so much work, you guys. And like, I don't know if I have the dedication towards it. I think that it can be so like uplifting and like empowering to be able to do something like that. Like a couple of years ago, I started taking more, if you're a family, stop watching. I started taking more mischievous pictures of myself for myself. And well, for a minute there, I was thinking about posting them on OnlyFans, but it made me build so much confidence. Like, we get so in the habit as partners, right, that we like want to do these things for our partners, or we think they need to be for our partners. But I started doing those things for myself, and it gave me just as much satisfaction, if not more, than if my partner did it for me. So anyways, I totally would consider OnlyFans, but I don't think that's coming anytime soon. Anyways, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I don't even know how long this freaking thing was, but I will see you guys in my next one. Bye, guys.